What is happening, guys? Views Tarja, and welcome to a new video. This is the Stoffel Vandoorne career mode with Williams. Remember last time out we got a provisional second, which was demoted down to 10th. So now we're in qualifying in Q1. Coming up to the end of our first lap in qualifying in Q1. Chilton's but really just overtaken by Paul Di Resta with a 138.6. Don't think that Stoffel's going to get anywhere near that, but he gets a 138.705, and that lap easily gets him through to the next session. 8 tenths off, actually up on the time in 17th, so up to 12th. Now, as you can see, Q2 it has gone wet and it's very slippy here at the track, and it looks like it's obviously going to be a worse lap than before because we are in the wet, and Stoffel's got absolutely no experience in the wet, so I doubt it's going to be a good qualifying today, and he's going to be very lucky to get himself into the top 10. Right, so I think somebody's going to set a lap here. We've got Felipe Massa with a 145.8, and we're a couple of seconds off this. Look how bad we are off it. We are 3 seconds off it nearly. But that actually puts us through to the next session. We get 7th and we're in the pole position shootout. Unbelievable. Right, so now we're going to go around for our best lap in Q3. Our only lap. I hope you enjoy the lap in Q3. We're going to have some music in the background and I hope you enjoy. Let's go when we reach here. So let's go.
Everybody's got their goals, but don't look away. Gotta stare them down to let them go. I will be the ground beneath your feet, pull you out from underneath. Hold on to me.
Coming up now then, to the line, we've gone purple in factor 1 and 2. This is unbelievable. Can we get pole here? 145.46, and we have got pole by 8 tenths here at the Malaysian Grand Prix. A huge surprise. Can we keep this up? Can we keep this up? This is the question. We come up to the pits. Session time limit's expired. Unless anybody can do it now, we've got pole. We've done it! Stoffel Vandoorne in his maiden wet qualifying session gets pole by 8 tenths. Was that just pretty much luck, or is Stoffel Vandoorne a great guy in the wet? Now it's dried up a little bit, so we're on Inters today, but we've got 3 lights, 4 lights and 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go from pole here at the Malaysian monsoon, I think you ought to say. Alonso darts past already. We've got Hamilton on our right. We've got 2 proximity arrows. We could be down to 4th, but we brake late, budge into Fernando Alonso and get past into P1. And coming up to turn 3 now, or turn 2, we get there very, very good, very fine, and Hamilton has actually overtook Fernando Alonso to get into second. So Stoffel Vandoorne started in lean, so I think he was very impressed by keeping up this lead, but how long can he keep up this lead for? So now at the end of lap 2, as of course we've actually held the P1 for this amount of time, we've just set a 146.3, and DRS is obviously disabled due to the wet weather conditions, and the top 4 are only a second away from each other. It's very slippy here, and Button guys are second faster than us, and Hamilton trying to go up the inside at this corner. We leave Hamilton room, and unfortunately Lewis Hamilton gets past us here at the Malaysian Grand Prix. So we've held that lead for 2 laps, but in the end of the day, Stoffel Vandoorne, I can't imagine him winning because it's it's his first season. And it's his second race, and let's face it, Williams isn't the best car this season. So lap 5 now, we are coming into the pits for a new set of Inters. It's going to be a 2-stop today in the wet of Malaysia. Obviously, it's going to be a 2-stop, as I've just said. I think Hamilton has just put, as you can see, it's 10.5 seconds behind him. Absolute craziness, but he's pulled away massively. So now we're going to our pit box. We're going to make our pit stop, come on to the intermediates again, and slow down the footage a little bit. And as you can see, Alonso has gone past us, but I don't think Fernando has actually pit yet, so perhaps we can get past him when he comes into the pits. Now, a couple of laps later, I don't know how, I think Alonso must have stopped already, because he couldn't have stretched his into to lap 8 surely. But anyway, we've got past Fernando Alonso and back up to second, and we've got to pit next lap for our second for our third set of inters in the race. So lap 10, here we are now, we're in lap 10, and Fernando Alonso is going past us as we nearly spin it in, coming into our pits, and we're now coming on for our third set of intermediate tyres here at the Malaysian Grand Prix. 4 laps left, a real push is needed to see if we can actually retain this podium place. I believe that everybody else is only pitting once, so it's going to be a challenge, but we are down to 5th, and if we can finish here, that's a fantastic haul of 10 points or more for Williams, obviously, if Maldonado scores some points. And that is the end of the race, unfortunately. We were expected to finish in 2nd or higher from pole, but I have to say that Stoffel's had a fantastic drive. I know he started on pole, for a Williams to win a race, it's a bit of a long shot. Lewis Hamilton wins the race, then it is Fernando Alonso, I believe, then it's Jenson Button, and then, it is, I don't know, Hulkenberg gets 4th, and Stoffel Vandoorne is not pleased because he was supposed to finish 2nd, but I'd be very pleased if I was Stoffel myself, because a 5th place finish at his 2nd Grand Prix is absolutely fantastic. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton in 1st, Fernando Alonso 2nd, Kimi Räikkönen getting a podium for Lotus in 3rd, Nico Hulkenberg in 4th, and us in 5th. Now we're 11th in the standings, and we've got 11 points for the Williams F1 team. How do we do in China?